to live. Maybe I should not talk until, like, I make sure that I'm live. Because sometimes this thing, if you tell me I'm live and I ain't live, girl. I was wearing warmer clothes and I was like, this is my enjoying the cold weather outfit. Girl, you know me. I like it frigid. I like it freezing. I like it bone chilling. I like it blowing, girl. That's what I like. That's what I like. That's what I like. Do, 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 do. Maybe I should not put my Facebook in the chat. Maybe I'll put it and then I'll put it again and then we'll... Let me get into my iPad, girls, so I can get into the chat so we can see what you girls are saying. Hello, YouTube. We back in business, baby. Get me on my own channel. Come on now. Can y'all seeing this? I can't make this up. I'm trying to press the YouTube icon and it ain't letting me in. What the frick? Come on now. I ain't got time for this. Oh, brother. YouTube. There we go. Okay. Get my... I still haven't done my nail. I was thinking maybe later on we could do that on live. I'm trying to be as live as much as possible because it's the end of the year. YouTube be popping off at the end of the year. Oh, this angle is funky. I don't know if I like that. Because yesterday I had it on my... Yeah, see, you can't see it. I'm going to unpin this and I'm going to pin the next one. Thank you, girls, for the hearts. I'm going to delete one of my Facebook links. Stop! Stop. Okay. Delete one of my Facebook links. Because I have two Facebook pages, ash.1077 and then Ash Loves Makeup. So please follow them both. Or if you have older relatives that use Facebook, girl. Oh my word. Oh my word. Please don't have a crash out. I'm not going to be able to handle it if I have a crash out. No. Okay. Maybe if I do it like this. There we go. I just want to make sure you can see the super chat message. Let's see if it'll do it. Nope. It doesn't work. Let me try it again. Because my TikTok and my Facebook are the same. TikTok and Facebook. There we go. So then I can just delete the Facebook links and have it as both. I don't know. I'm wasting my time with Facebook. I feel like, oh, can I copy a message in the chat? No, I can't. Paste. TikTok and FB for Facebook. Don't hit the send button. There. Is that enough now? There. Cool. We got it up. We got it up there, girl. I also have my lunch. Just you girls want to eat for lunch. This angle is weird. I don't know if I like it. What if I put y'all like down here? Let me see. How about it? How's that? Because I feel like you have like a really odd amount of like room above my head. Just don't like that. Oh, look at all that melty cheese. This is not mixed. But I have just gluten-free noodles. See? Gluten-free noodles. And see how the cheese is like spreading so nice? Gluten-free noodles. Peas. Grilled chicken. Butter. Salt. And that's it. It's like, I don't know, mac and cheese and then some. Maybe that's what we'll call it. Mac and cheese and then some. Type something in the chat, girls. I can't see if you're here. Like, it's not like TikTok where like you can see when someone joins your live. You just see like the little. I just see the little icon and like how many of you there are. I had so much fun with yesterday's Tate McRae makeup. I decided that I'm just gonna do more Tate McRae. Like, I don't know why. I freaking love Tate McRae. I meant to say, I don't know why I didn't start doing Tate McRae makeup earlier, you know? Okay, girl. Try to get my phone back into the thingy. Okay. Okay, girl, we got it. We got it. Why is it like that? No. No. I didn't know you could zoom on this. That's really weird. Let me try to get it, like, less zoomed in. Is it still zoomed? Zoom out. Oh, this thing's trying me today. Okay. Here we are. Thank God. I'm glad I figured out how to do that without, like, having to start a new stream, because, like, having to Pepper, hold on. Hi, self-care Heather. No, scare Heather. That's so cute. Hi, girl. How are you? As I was saying, though, before, is I want to talk about how to have a glow up in 2026. Like, I know a lot of us might be thinking about, like, things we want to achieve in 2026. Like, we might be like, yeah, like, look through a magazine or, like, look through TikTok and be like, yeah, I want to look like this, or, like, I want to be this confident, or, like, I want to give off this aura. But, like, when you look at the people that are on your Pinterest board, it can be very overwhelming. Like, it can be like, okay, I see that, and, like, I need highlights, and I need eyeliner, and I need whitening strips, and I need a fake tan, and I need foundation, and I need primer, and it just gets, like, overwhelming that it feels unattainable, and by February, you're like, screw it, whatever, like, and then you're just miserable because you're not able to get to the goal that you want. That's where I come in, girl. I'm here to simplify it for you, girl. I'm here to tell you the steps, and I'm here to tell you how to get to that level to refine your look, because it truly is a skill. I always tell you, girls, that, like, that is the biggest lie that people are told, that, like, the only pretty people are the people that are born pretty, blah, blah, blah. No. Like, being pretty, being that girl, is a skill that you're developing. It's a trade that you're developing. It's something that's going to help you socially. It's going to help you in the workplace. It's going to transform your confidence, girl. It is definitely a skill that people work on. It is not just something that people are born with. That's a load of crap. Never listen to that. I look so pretty. Thank you. But I'm here to teach you girls the tricks today. I'm here to break it down step by step to have the most insane glow up in 2026. And I also thought that it might be fun to have, like, pop star sing-along time in my room. Real excellent. Those of y'all that follow me on Snapchat and TikTok saw my little short form videos that I put up. I was very proud of them. I did some Tate McRae, because I did Tate McRae makeup yesterday, and I absolutely love her music. Like, her music, especially the stuff that she's puts out lately, it just, like, speaks to my soul. Because, like, she's, like, a very confident person, and, like, the way that she, like, expresses her feelings and, like, articulates it, like, reminds me a lot of, like, myself. And, like, the way that she reacts to, like, boys being stupid, like, reminds me a lot of myself. It really speaks to me. So we love Miss Tate. No more creeps 2025. So let's get rolling on this makeup, girl. I'm going to start by combing my hair. I'm thinking of doing one of the other looks for my Pinterest board. If you want to see the looks that I'm like going off of, make sure you follow me on Pinterest. My Pinterest is, I believe it's the same thing as my Snapchat. It's all things with 2 S's _ Ash. I love that like really sharp straight part. This part's not really sharp enough for me. We're just gonna go with it. Patsy, not a good place to stand. My cat's trying to stand on my makeup table and I literally have all my stuff set up. And if he knocks something over, I'm gonna crash out. So let's not do that. Ugh. Okay. My face is so dry. It's so itchy, girl. We're about to fix that in like 5 seconds. Okay. Cetaphil. Hi, Lily. Hi, Brinley. Good to see you girls again. Hi, Cat Sligo Marabella. Thank you. Hi, Mochi Mochi. And I always like to apply it with the end of a brush because if you want to wear nails or like want to grow out your nails, don't be digging into like oily products or like lotions with your fingers because the lotion gets underneath like the nail and it gets into where like your nail extension or nail polish meets your natural nail and it like breaks up that barrier and then it makes your nail product crack and peel and come off faster. Why is this like way over here? This is like weird. I might have to get the tripod because I don't have my tripod today. I have beautiful hair, thank you. I don't have my tripod today. I have it on like my little like miniature tripod stand and I don't like to be so far to one side of the screen, you know? Or maybe I should just put you in my drawer. Just getting this like really rubbed in because my skin is so dry, girl. Oh, okay. Maybe I should just put you in the drawer. Hey, Emily. Okay, let's see. I think this might be better. Yeah, I feel like that. You're literally inside the drawer with all of the makeup products. Okay, I'm gonna go with Maybelline Master Prime number 100. You subscribe to my channel? Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. So this is the best way that you're going to apply your primer. Like if you're going to wear skin tint, BB cream, CC cream foundation, powder foundation, liquid foundation, full coverage, sheer coverage foundation, girl, flawless filter, any of that stuff, you need a primer. You need to put down a primer first. I don't care if you see whoever scrolling through YouTube shorts or scrolling through TikTok telling you, oh, this stuff's amazing, you don't need primer. That's not true. You always need a primer and it's gonna fill in any pores that you have. Like if you have any like acne that's trying to heal or you have any acne that's popped up, it's gonna like minimize the bumps. You know how when you paint a wall and say you have a big old hole in the wall and you just paint over it, the paint is not going to cover the hole. You have to go and patch the hole and then paint over it and then it's beautiful and smooth. It's a slight detail, but when you have a smooth surface like that, it really just takes it to the next level, and that's how you're going to take your makeup to the next level in 2026 is by priming. Like using your products properly and priming. I always say that like, and it's true, I always say that it doesn't matter what products you use, it's about your technique and know-how of what you're doing. And so primer is a huge part of that. And this you can buy at Walmart, Amazon, whatever. This is my favorite primer that I've ever used. It's the Maybelline Master Prime number 100. Screenshot it now, girl. It's just like sticky enough. See that? It just gives the skin like a little bit of stick. But it's not crazy sticky where it's going to make your skin oily. Because I hate oily, greasy face. Because it just makes your makeup like melt off, you know? I look like someone else from Stray Kids. This deserves more views. Thank you. Make sure you girls share it with all your friends. And I also am now on Facebook. So if anybody wants to tell their parents or their grandparents about me, I would appreciate that. So make sure you scroll all the way up in the chat, like all the way to the very top, and I put my Facebook. I have 2 Facebook accounts on there. So this is my favorite foundation complexion product. This is 220 Maybelline Skin Tint Super Stay. It is the best. And it just, look at that, like it just gives the skin like the best glow. You see that? Like it has like little like pearlized shimmers in it, and it just gives the skin that glow. Hi Daniel, how are you girls? So yeah, like, so I was thinking though, so for later on when I do my little like singing, like lips, like pop star hairbrush singing thing in my room, you know how like last week I was, or a couple days ago, I was doing it with my big camera and like letting y'all watch the behind the scenes of me using my big camera? Well, I was kind of thinking of just doing it with this, like doing it just on my phone, but like keeping the live going and then playing the music off my iPad. And of course it has to be muted, unfortunately, because I can't have copyrighted music playing on YouTube Live. They don't allow that. But I'll unmute it in between takes. And anyways, by me doing it this way, those of y'all who like to do edits, those of y'all who like to use CapCut and stuff like that, please practice editing with my content. And it would help me too. Because like I get so tired of just watching myself and listening to myself all the time with editing. Like I love to see fresh edits of me. So I really appreciate those of y'all who are editors. I don't know if I've ever talked about this. When I was in high school, I was really into TV production. Like, that was my thing. Like, I did cheerleading, I did a lot of painting, and I did TV Pro, but TV Pro was, like, my big thing. I did it all 4 years of high school. I highly recommend TV Pro if you're ever wanting to, like, be an influencer or, like, do YouTube, TikTok, anything like that, and, like, make money on it. Like, TV Pro is going to teach you everything you need to know. And like really teach you how to use the tools of editing. And like once you learn how to edit, you can edit on any platform. You can edit on Snapchat, you can edit on TikTok, you can edit with iMovie, you can edit with Premiere. That's what I learned in my high school, is I had Adobe Premiere Pro, and that is an amazing editing program. Oh my god. You can make an edit of me? I would love that. Chicks really do wear masks. What? I don't see a mask. I don't wear a mask. This is just an extension of who I am. Sorry that you feel that way. No more creeps 2025. Okay. And that's one thing, like in 2026, it's not cool to be a girl who's hateful towards other girls. Like it is, that's very old and very tired and like very out of style girls. Like the thing to do is to be a girl's girl, like to cheer for other women. You know? Hi, Sophie. I hate blocking girls, but when it needs to be done, it needs to be done. No more creeps 2025. And literally a day from now, we're going to be saying no more creeps 2026. If any of you girls like that, I do sell t-shirts that say that. They're very similar to Brat. Like, you all know the Brat t-shirts by Charlie XCX. By the way, this is the e.l.f. Halo Glow. Okay, let's keep on talking about our glow up. Girl, you know that I'm a professional yapper. I could talk on and on and on and on about a lot of different things all day and night, but let's stay focused on what the heck we're talking about here. So we're talking about the glow up. So your base makeup is always going to look better if you have a little bit of dimension in it. Like doing a little bit of, if you are doing full glam, like you're doing full glam for prom, winter formal, sorority functions. If y'all didn't know, I was in a sorority. But if you know anything about sororities, you're in them for life. Anyways, girl. If you're doing full glam, of course, do contour, do blush, do concealer, do it up, do it big, girl. But if you're just doing your makeup for day to day, it's a good idea to just add some kind of dimension into your skin. Like a little bit of a blush, a little bit of bronzer, a little bit of just something. Just swept across the cheeks, put into the hollows of the cheeks like this, just a little something. It's just going to elevate your face makeup to the next level. Because your whole face, if you saw my face at the beginning of this video, you can see that my face is not one color. Like I have little bits of pink like in here and like little bits of tan in here. You know what I mean? Like it's not just one color. And foundation makes the face a flat image. It's all one color. And so by putting that dimension back into your face, you're making yourself look like more refreshed and you're becoming more three-dimensional. So that's like kind of like the very basis of the secret sauce to having a better base routine. Now when it comes to like those of y'all who are like, because I know for me there's been years where I'm like, this year I'm gonna be just like my mama and I'm gonna wear foundation every day. My mom looks amazing every time she steps out the house. Like my mom like will not go to the grocery store. She won't even go pump gas without makeup on. And I'll be honest with y'all, in my whole life I've never been able to get to that point. And I've always wanted to, because not really every single time that I leave the house, but like even just every Sunday at church, like that. It's so funny because I literally have a makeup channel, but like I am just not the greatest at presenting myself, because y'all know a huge part of me is that I have this part of my personality where I'm like a backwoods redneck and I don't give a rip. But hold on, I'm getting to where I'm going with this. So if you say, okay, one of my New Year's resolutions is I'm going to start being that girl. I want to become more confident and I want to become more polished. Like I see these girls in magazines, I see these girls on TV, I see these girls on TikTok, on YouTube, and I want to show up at school or at work or wherever you are as that person. But every time I try, I can never stick to my routine. I always end up too tired or burned out by it. And it ends up being too much, and then I end up being late for school all the time, and then I have to stop. Well, you have a couple of things going on here. You could be number one, doing too much. You could be number two, like you're not practiced. So anytime you do something, the more you do it, you're going to get better at it. And then the longer you do it, the better and the more advanced you're going to get at it. So before you start doing anything, especially makeup, remember makeup is literally an art form. And if you've ever taken a painting class or ever tried to use something like really complex like oil paint, girl, oil paint is hard to work with. That stuff is thick, it don't dry, you can mix it, you have like a million things you can, I'm sorry, I'm like probably getting way too nerdy. But my point is that it's a skill and it needs to be practiced. So if you're gonna dive into makeup in 2026, you need to give yourself grace. And also like start simple. Like be realistic. Like I love full glam. Everybody loves full glam. If you're a makeup girl, you love a good full beat. But it's not realistic to do the whole thing every day. It's better to kind of start small and kind of like get into your groove. And then you know what I mean? Then you can kind of start picking up the pace. You know? But if that doesn't make sense, I love my fashion. I mean, it kind of makes sense. I'll get to that in a second, though. I'll get to that in 1 second. That's actually a very intelligent observation. It does make sense, actually, now that I think about it, look at it more, it does make sense. What was I saying? So if you go back to my lives, and I'll try to do more lives like this, like in the beginning of next year. But like if you go to my lives from like July 2025 to maybe like August 2025, you can see me doing like back to school makeup looks. And so that, a makeup like that or similar to that would be a good place to start. Like if you're totally new to wearing makeup and you want to feel like that girl in 2026, but you just don't know where to start, and like maybe you've tried before and you just feel like you failed, because literally that was me. Like I would always be like, okay, like this school year I'm gonna slay, like I'm gonna be that girl, I'm gonna feel like that girl, I'm gonna feel confident. And it's true, like when you go confident and you put more into yourself, you're able to be more present, you know what I mean? It's like when you look good, you feel good. It's like, I don't know, a mental thing about humans. And it's kind of like a pregame ritual, because you're centering you have a routine where you're centering yourself on a daily basis, and where you're playing the music that hypes you up. You're thinking about what you're going to do throughout the day. You're like, okay, in history we're learning about Abraham Lincoln. Like in math, we're doing, I don't know, differential equations. Is that a thing in math? I don't know. I don't remember. We're learning about combustion equations and chemistry. You know what I mean? Like, and you're like going throughout your day, and you're having like a time every day to kind of center yourself and do your makeup. And then because you're fixing yourself so you look your best every day, you're able to be less self-conscious. You know what I mean? But I know for myself, like I could never keep the routine, because I'd always get too overwhelmed with school. In my opinion, it is absolutely crazy that high school has like 7 to 8 classes every day, because when you get to college, there's no way I don't even think they'll allow you to take 7 to 8 classes. You have to have a special waiver. I would get so overwhelmed, girl, and then I would literally just go back to my sweat, like a hoodie and a messy bun and no makeup. That's how I walked through the high school halls the majority of the time. But in reality, like, I loved high school. I had such a great time at high school. Maybe sometime I'll make a video about like how to have a good high school experience, because I know that a lot of people don't. But I wish I would have like basked in it a little more. Anyways, I'm getting off topic. But the key is to keep trying. Like, don't give up. Like, write down your goal somewhere. Like, I want to be that girl in 2026. I want to be that girl, and I want to put myself together for school every day. Does that mean wearing 3 layers of makeup and 5 layers of lashes? No, it doesn't. It means just doing a little something. Doing a little something every day that's going to perk you up and make you feel like that girl. You know what I mean? The girls who get it. Do I know Stray Kids? No, I don't. I feel like in 2026, the makeup will have more bold colors. Does anyone think it's the same thing, or is it just me? Thank you. You are so pretty. Oh my gosh, I get asked about Stray Kids every day. I don't personally listen to them, but I get asked about them on here all the time. But, okay, so while my face dries from the setting spray, I'll just start with this. So, like, the basis of any good, solid makeup look is your face makeup. So, like, once you get your skin looking like this, like, of course, with your forehead done. I don't do my forehead till last. If you've watched my live streams, you know why I always wait till the very last minute to do my forehead. Anyways, girl. When you have your face right and your skin looking glowing, you can throw on mascara and run out the door. You know what I mean? You can throw on a lash and run out the door. You can throw on a little bit of something on the eye, like a little shimmer and mascara. You could just do mascara by itself, girl, and that's it, and you look put together. But if you focus your time on your eye and your face be looking a mess, you're wasting your time. You know what I mean? Like, the flawless face makeup is the key to the more glowing, put together, that girl type of makeup look. So make sure when you're building up your routine of like, what products am I going to use, what is my look for my everyday look, that you really prioritize the face and make sure that you're using the face products correctly. Like what I just went through, like making sure you have a primer on and putting it on correctly. Don't smear it around, tap it in. And then this is my favorite technique ever of, why am I running out of breath already? My favorite technique ever of putting on a setting spray. This is my favorite one at the moment. It's not too matte. It's not too shiny. It is the perfect in between that'll just make your makeup stay all day and all night. And I put this on first. So after I'm finished with my face, I put this on, and then I go ahead and I go in with a translucent powder to set my setting spray. Setting the setting spray, I feel like it adds like an extra protective layer. So as your makeup goes throughout the day, if you've worn makeup before, you know this, that like your skin secretes oil and it comes through and it gets your makeup slipping and sliding around, and by the end of the day you look and feel like a grease ball. Everybody knows, if you've worn makeup, you know that feeling. That's not a good feeling. You want to stay fresh and in place throughout the whole day. You want your makeup to look the same as it looked when you first put it on. That's the goal here. So by setting your setting spray with loose powder like this, that will get you right. You're so pretty, you look like Taylor Swift. You look like Taylor Swift in this light. We're loving it. You've got edge. She never did. I love that song. Okay. So, I'm going to show you how I set this. Also, I did this without telling you girls what I was doing. Sorry. This is the CoverGirl Clean Matte in the shade Classic Ivory. It's a powder foundation, and I just took this little powder puff, and I took a little bit on here, and I set underneath my eyes, so I set my concealer in place. But before I put the powder down, I tapped the concealer in place with my beauty sponge. Because whenever you set something in place with a powder, it's going to stay in that place. So if your concealer is all creasy and you put a powder on top of it, you're literally locking it in place with the creases. We don't want that, girl. That's not good. So the same thing with the makeup. We have it all in place. We have the contour where we want it. We have the concealer where we want it. Now we're going to go in with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Translucent Powder. And I recommend translucent powders because look. They're clear. They just mattify the face, fill in the pores a little bit, make you look a little bit more flawless, and also give you that perfected layer so that when your facial oils do come through, you have this layer of powder down to kind of soak them up. Okay, love my fashion. I love your questions, girl. You asked. I still haven't answered your previous question. I'm gonna answer it in a second. I would love to use facial product, but I always get breakouts. Do you have any suggestions or tips on how to avoid that? Okay, so I could actually say many things about that. So I will say that from social media, there's a lot of like content out there around skincare. And in my mind, I'm also a content creator, and I understand that I think people like it when you put a whole lot of stuff on your face. They like to see the different colors. Like, I use this, and then 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 I use a roller, and then I use a jade thing, and da-da-da-da-da. And, like, I feel like people see that, and they think that they have to have a facial routine that's that... I don't know why I'm doing more powder. I already finished, but it's fine. They see that and they feel like they have to do that, and you really don't need a facial routine that's that complex. Do I know every single person's facial routine in the whole world? No, I don't. But I do know that in the world of skincare, there's such a thing as too many actives. So that means too many active ingredients, because every skincare product that you use has some kind of chemical in it that's supposed to do this or that, the other thing on your face. If you mix too many, you're going to irritate your skin and disrupt your skin's barrier and get very dry, flaky skin, eczema, contact dermatitis, which is basically a fancy word for a rash, a rash from a product, or acne, or all of the above. So I say start there. Do not use too many actives. Do not mix skincare products. Here's another thing. If you are able to go to a dermatologist, go. I feel like there's this misconception about dermatologists that it's expensive or something. I disagree. I think it's actually a lot cheaper to go to a dermatologist, because for me, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I am not rich at all. I am the opposite. I have government insurance, okay? You know how much it is for me to see the dermatologist? $10. That's it. $10. Do you know how much money that you would spend at Sephora trying to find the right skincare? You'd spend a whole lot more than $10. And a lot of dermatologists are really cool and really real. And if you have a crappy one, just switch. Just go to a different one. It's fine. Most dermatology practice have more than one dermatologist. But anyways, just tell every dermatologist that I've seen has always said, if this product is expensive, this product is more than $20, call me and I'll write the prescription different and we'll get it so it's affordable. Dermatologists are aware of like where the world is and like what's affordable and what's not. And if the pharmacy is trying to give you something for $80 that's way too expensive for some face lotion, call the dermatologist. Because now we have like Amazon Pharmacy, we have Philidor, we have all these different online pharmacies that you can fill stuff in and make it cheaper. Anyways, or even like there's such a thing as a compounding pharmacy where it's like a local business. It's not a big business like CVS or Walgreens. So sometimes that's cheaper too. So just have that open conversation with your dermatologist and they'll be able to help you. I don't know what, like, I feel like there's so many videos of people just applying ridiculous amounts of stuff on their face and it's like, go to a dermatologist. It would be so much cheaper. So that's the first thing. And then also, once you see the dermatologist, a lot of the time they don't need to see you back until like 3 months later or 6 months later or even once a year. Like $10 once a year. That's like nothing. You know what I mean? Anyways, girl. So that's the next thing. And then I have a lot to say on this topic. Hi, HT56789. Clock it. Okay. If you have acne, like if you have breakouts, this is something that I've learned and I've been told by my dermatologist. I started having acne when I was 9 years old and it's never went away. I still have acne. I still see a dermatologist. My skin would not look like this if I didn't see a dermatologist. That is the truth. You girls know I'm always going to keep it real with you. I ain't never going to lie. And that's that. So anyways, what was I saying? If you have acne, you have to understand that there are certain products that, yes, acne is caused a lot of times by like hormones or like bacteria that like lives on your skin. But there's a lot of products that are popular and that are very moisturizing and that are just too much for your skin. Like your skin is acne prone, too much lotion and too much like super duper moisturizing stuff that you see people rolling on their faces. It's not good for you. Remember what I said, like be careful on social media. So I think starting simple is the best and you can always add more products. So I say, like, you need to wash your face twice a day. Again, this is not medical advice. This is just what's worked for me. Wash your face twice a day. You need a spot treatment. So I think you need a face wash, a moisturizer, a sunscreen, and a spot treatment. Start there. If you have acne, try benzoyl peroxide. Again, this is not medical advice. It's just what's worked for me. Try benzoyl peroxide if you have really bad acne, because that's all that's ever worked for me that I've ever used. If you have, like, not... I see, it's hard for me to talk about salicylic acid because salicylic acid has never ever worked for me. It's always been benzoyl peroxide because I've always had those really deep, painful cystic pimples and I just need the benzoyl peroxide. Benzoyl peroxide will bleach your fabrics though, so only use white towels with it. But I know salicylic acid works for some people because it's the most popular skincare for a face wash, but anyways, just kind of start there. And then they also you can kind of mix and match to where like maybe you don't want to put benzoyl peroxide all over your face because it does dry your skin out. If you have naturally really oily skin like me, it won't dry your skin out. But if you have really dry skin, it will. So what you could do is you could go in with a more gentle face wash, and then you could go in with a spot treatment with benzoyl peroxide. So anyways, girl, I hope that helps. I can talk a million miles more about this, but I don't want to make everybody bored. Make sure, hi Raya, you're knowledgeable about skincare. Oh, you're welcome. I'm just kind of a nerd when it comes to that stuff. I have a lot of products that I personally use. link to my Amazon storefront. So make sure you girls visit my description and then click on my Amazon storefront and you'll see, I think it's called skincare or like my skin or something like that. But anyways, girl, back to the makeup. But make sure you girls ask me more questions if you have any more. Okay. There's the first question from I Love My Fashion. I feel like in 2026... Wait. No. Scroll up. Hi, Strawberry. I just saw it. Hi, Anna. I just saw your first... Okay. I didn't even see you, Strawberry. I'm sorry. Okay. Sorry. Okay, I Love My Fashion says, sorry, this is such a random thought, but if men didn't exist, I'm convinced that makeup wouldn't exist, and I feel like the no makeup look is what men actually think we look like. That's an interesting subject. That's an interesting question. I had an answer and now my brain's going blank. Okay, hi Gemma. Thank you. How do you say your user? It's B-U-T with Ashley. I've heard so many people say to use sunscreen and it will help with acne, but I use it at the beach and it really does the opposite. Is there some other way I should be applying so that it should help? The thing about sunscreen is that it can clog your pores. So if you're already having like acne, the sunscreen, and this is what a dermatologist told me, the sunscreen is gonna clog your pores. But also a lot of people don't know that sunscreen is like makeup. Like you rub it in and then we can't see it anymore. We think it just wears off. No. Sunscreen is very thick. It's even more like tough. Sunscreen really sticks on the skin. And just like makeup, it needs to be removed. So even if you don't wear makeup, you need to, and you're just wearing sunscreen, you need to use makeup remover. I learned that a couple years ago because like I was breaking out from sunscreen and I always thought it was just the sunscreen. No, it's because I wasn't removing it. It's like, would you sleep in your foundation? Ashley, would you sleep in your foundation and like expect it to not break you out? You know what I mean? So yeah, make sure you're removing it with like, I would use like micellar water. So after you're done at the beach, after you come home, use a cotton pad on your face with micellar water and then wash your face with your face wash. And then you shouldn't have that problem anymore. I personally like the ones by Neutrogena that say oil-free. So you make sure you use an oil-free, non-comedogenic sunscreen. And yeah. Oh, heart. Okay. Let's get back into this makeup, girl. Also, I need to turn on my mirror lights. Okay, girl. We're going to be doing more Tate McRae today. So let's just do lips really quick and then I will get to yapping more. Because I have like a lot I kind of did this last year when I did my lives about like talking about your glow up for the next year. And this is a glow up like more surrounding like an everyday makeup routine. Like, because doing your makeup every day, it just makes you feel like that girl. Like, personally, I'm not doing my makeup sitting around my house. It ain't gonna happen. But I think it's like it's a confidence booster to like slay your makeup at school, you know? It just is. Okay, so I liked the lip that I did yesterday. But like a lot of the pictures of Tate's lip combo look they kind of look pinky, like in the center. So I'm going to try something a little different. I have some pinks here. So let's see. Let us see. Trying on shoes, putting on glitter. Anything to make me feel less bitter. Me. That's me this year, girl. Okay. We're going to line it with this same thing as yesterday. Maybelline number 65 and use an eyeliner brush. If you ever have issues with your like lip combo wearing off, or if like you wear like lip liner and gloss and like you find that it's coming off by like lunchtime or when you're sipping your coffee or whatever, use this technique. Get a liquid lip like this, like one that's meant to be long wearing, and then use it as a lip liner, and you're gonna find that the lip liner is not budging. And then this is how I line my lips. I don't know if I explained this yesterday. So make an X. And then now make 2 lines like this. Like, you know, on your keyboard, you have the slashes. In your brain, think about the slashes on your keyboard when you're lining the sides of your lips. I need to make like a long form video talking. Like I have one from the summer that I did like the summertime glow up, but I think I need to do one for the new year. It is hard to work in filming long form when I'm live though. So we'll see. I did a thing a couple weeks ago where I feel like my speech is finally calming down. I feel like I get so excited to come on here and talk to you girls that I like try to talk and then I try to like not breathe and then it doesn't work. I did a thing though like a couple weeks ago where I filmed a long form, but I went live on TikTok at the same time. I didn't do live on here because I thought that if I went live on here at the same time as I was filming a long form, y'all would get bored and be like, why is she showing us the same thing twice? We're already seeing it on live and then she's making a long form out of it also. But I kind of think that it might be good because I feel like I think I have 2 separate audiences. Like I have an audience that watches my live and an audience that watches my long form. Because personally, I don't really watch live. I watch long form. Like I like to watch YouTube on my TV right there. I lay in bed and I turn on my TV and I watch. That's what I do. So I think it might work. And then also with live, like my lives are kind of long. So like people are not usually able to stay for my full live. So having a long form that's like nicely edited, it would make the content easier to like revisit and like learn from and practice, because I know that we're all trying to practice and learn our makeup. So I might try that because I have a big camera and I could have the big camera going and then my phone going at the same time. So we'll have to see. I did it with my Grinch makeup look though, so make sure you girls watch my Grinch makeup look that's on my channel. That makeup is like even pretty for like if you're a big Wicked fan, that would work for like an Alphaba makeup look, or just like a really cool girl New Year's makeup that's like a little bit different than what you'd expect. Anyways, we're gonna line the bottom lip. Obviously, I have a lot of things to say today. I'm really yapping. Trying on shoes, putting on glitter. I don't know why I didn't start doing Tate McRae makeup earlier. Like her makeup is slept on. Everybody's talking about Zara Larson. I hear that we moved on from Tate McRae makeup too fast, girl. Okay. So this is all lined. Her lips are like, they're like pretty brown, but then on the very like center, they're like, they have this like pinky tone to them. Okay, I think we're gonna put the pink on first. We're gonna put it in the very center of the lip. Let me get back into the chat so I can see what you girls are saying. That lip lining eats? Thank you. Thank you. You're giving girls girl vibe. I love it. I am a girls girl. I think that's the best thing to be, is a girl's girl. Like, it is not cool to be a pick me. It is not cool to like bring down other women. Like, it gives insecure, you know? Like, why? I'm of the belief that like when a woman wins, like she doesn't only win for herself, like she wins for all women. So anyways, I'm gonna take Maybelline. This is 140 The Moment. Not Maybelline, Milani. Yes, girl, period. Somebody said you're so pretty. Thank you. I'm gonna put this like that. And then blend it. And this is literally for the sole purpose of copying Miss Tate. Where is that? I need that gold tube that I had last night. The Revlon. Where did she go? Come back here. We have a hairbrush, but no Revlon lipstick. Where did she go? Ah, there it is. I love Revlon lipsticks. 755 cream. I just feel so like grown up when I wear a Revlon lipstick. When I wear lipstick in general. So we're just gonna dot this. I have pictures of Tate like doing this and this. And you can kind of see it. It's very subtle. Like her makeup looks are very subtle. Like you have to like really look at them to like see all the detail that goes into them, and that's what I like. Like it's just so different, you know? Like on the surface it's just like pretty polished regular makeup, but like when you really look at it you're like, wait a minute, that's different. I'm gonna take Maybelline in the shade Totally Toffee, and we're just gonna do the same thing we did yesterday and just go around the very outer bits of the lips. Tate doesn't really do this, but I do this. I just feel like my lips like need that. They kind of like anchor it. Like I love like the dark lip liner. It just does something for my lips and my face. Okay, this is the lip combo. I feel like the pink in the middle like makes the lips look very like flushed and healthy, you know? New Year's resolution is focus on self-love and confident. What's yours? Period. I love that. Slay the day, baddie. Yes. Where are my earrings from? TJ Maxx. TJ Maxx. And then a gloss? Maybe. Tate doesn't really wear lip gloss. Like, not in the pictures that I have of her. I could do clear, or I could do... This is the one I did yesterday when I filmed my TikToks, because I found that my lips looked too flat. I did this one. This is the Anastasia one. I sell this to my TikTok shop, so if you girls like it, make sure you buy it from my TikTok shop, please. Just in the very center. But this is, if you're trying to do copy Tate, like, she doesn't do this. I do this. You're giving big sister advice. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to go back to what Love My Fashion said earlier, because I was trying to answer it. If men didn't exist, then makeup wouldn't exist. And I feel like the no makeup look is what men actually think we look like. Okay. So I don't personally do makeup for men. And I could say many things about this, but I'm just kind of saying like whatever comes to my mind first. I don't personally do my makeup for men. I do my makeup for me. Makeup is an expression of me, like of how I'm feeling inside, what I'm into, what I'm vibing with. I'm doing Tate McRae right now because I'm really vibing with her music lately. Like, I love her deluxe version of So Close to What, like all of her new songs. Like, they just, I don't know, they just very much give off the vibes that I'm feeling right now. Like, I love it. I love her song Siren Sounds. Y'all know that like I don't really get along with where I live. I live in a very small town. Things have not gone well for me, and her songs Run for the Hills and Siren Sounds really, really speak to me. I feel like I'm in a toxic relationship with my town. That's another story for another time. But anyways, like that's why I'm doing Tate McRae, because I just absolutely love her music, love her vibes, love Miss Tate. But I feel like when you take your look and your vibe into your own hands and you're just like, I'm going to do what I like, I'm going to look the way I want to look, my look is not for anyone else but me, that's when you're going to shine the brightest. And I think that men like that. In fact, I know that they like that. Like, ever notice that the men want to go towards the girl who's like nonchalant and doesn't care? You know why? Because she gives off confidence. And that's very attractive. Like, people are less drawn to the person who's always looking over their shoulder like, oh my gosh, like, does this person like me? Oh my gosh, was that okay? Oh my gosh, like, he likes blue, I'm gonna wear blue. Like, that gives off very frantic, very insecure energy, and it's not attractive. I don't, but like, I know that like some men, so my dad always told me this growing up, and I think he's 100% right, is that he said, my dad said any man who says that he doesn't like makeup is stupid. Any man who says he doesn't like makeup doesn't know what he's talking about. Like, you just don't know what you're talking about. You're not very smart. That's what my dad always told me growing up. That's how I was raised, and I think he's right. And to your point, how you said, no makeup is what men like, yeah, because it's undetectable to them. And I feel like it's also in like, it's also what we see the most of, like in the media, and like that's how news anchors do their makeup. They do it more neutral. You know, like, you don't turn on the news and see somebody with like green eyeshadow on, you know what I mean? So I also know that like as humans, like with what we perceive as attractive is just basically what we've seen over and over again, you know what I mean? But again, I don't agree with the notion of like doing your makeup to impress a guy ever. I think you should do your makeup for yourself as an act of self-love and as an act of self-expression. And then the attractive effect that's coming towards you from the male species will happen as a natural consequence of that, like a good consequence of that. So I hope that makes sense. I don't know if I really agree with like makeup wouldn't exist without men. I don't know if I really agree with that. I think makeup like really makes being a girl fun. I think there's a lot of parts of being a girl that really suck. Like having a period sucks. Childbirth scares the crap out of me. I don't know if you've ever heard, what is it? The Girl with the List. I won't go into detail on that one because it's very graphic, but it's basically like all the things that happen to your body like when you have children. It's very scary. I think it's a beautiful thing that we can create life as women, and it's a gift from God, of course, but it's extremely scary. But I think that there's a lot of parts of being a girl that are really fun, and I think that makeup is one of those things. And I've said on here many times that like we don't demonize male joy. You know what I mean? Like, we don't tell men, like, oh, you got a haircut? Why? Were you feeling insecure? You know what I mean? We tell women, oh, why'd you get your hair done? She feels insecure without that blonde hair. Or, like, she feels insecure with a lot of makeup. We don't say about men, like, oh, you know why he's at the gym all the time? Because he's insecure. He doesn't think he's very pretty without all those muscles. We don't say that about men, but we say it about women. Why? Why? You know what I mean? Not cool. That energy is old and tired. We're not doing that in 2026. So, I think that's a very good question. That's a very good point. It's very interesting. And I hope that my words were enlightening and uplifting. Could you try Embry Cortland's makeup routine in your next video? Who is that? Makeup can mess up your skin after a while. Girl, I wear makeup every day. Look at my skin. Not if you do it correctly. Not if you're wearing the right products. Not if you do it correctly. Watch my videos, girl. And you can learn how to do makeup without breaking out your skin. Do I have a peekaboo? What is that? You are so sweet and so beautiful. Thank you. You ate, left no crumbs. Thank you. Love TJ Maxx with the best deals, period. Okay, I think I'm finally caught up in the chat. Who's Embry Court? Different hair shade. Oh, no, this is my natural hair. My hair actually doesn't have any hair dye in it. This is just bleach. My hair is not dyed, it's just bleach. So, like, this hair is just a lighter form of this hair. So when I put bleach in my hair, it pulls all the pigment out of my hair. That's what bleach does. But this is what I start with. This is my natural hair color. I actually want to dye this. I want to, not dye, but, like, put more highlights in here. Yeah. Okay. So, getting back to the glow up. So, remember what I said, that, like, face makeup is the #1 place that you want to spend your time and energy. Yes. But I think you should do the minimum on your eyes. So what I'm about to do is the minimum, and then we're going to go into the Tate makeup. So this is an eyeshadow primer. They have lots of different ones. This is the e.l.f. Lock It Down eyeshadow primer. And you just kind of smear this all over your eye. It's sticky. That's what we want. And then we're going to just take a fluffy brush, like a fluffy dome brush like this. It's kind of stained blue from one of my blue looks. And then we're going to smear this in. And this is the bare minimum of what you should be doing on your eyes every day. So if you're going to wear a full face of makeup, this is what you need to do on your eyes. Powder foundation. I literally grabbed the cheapest one I could find. This is Clean Matte by CoverGirl in the shade Classic Ivory. On the fluffy brush, and then just work this on the eyelid and into the crease. This takes you 2 seconds to do. This could be it for every day for school, girl. This could be it. Right here. And then a little bit of mascara. Boom. Done. That's the everyday makeup. But this is also the basis for any more glam. And if you do any, like, really glam looks, this is the base. And this is what will make your eyeshadow blend out like a dream. So whether you leave it like this or whether you do glitter, you do a really harsh cut crease, you do a wing, this is the basis of how you get good eyeshadow. For all my girls who say, my eyeshadow creases, my eyeshadow doesn't stay, my eyeshadow slides around, my eyeshadow, where does it go? It's gone by the end of the day. It will not do that if you use this. Use this method and you will not have that problem anymore. See? It just gives, like, clean. In 2022, I was really into doing my makeup like this. I literally would just do a very blank eye, and then I'd wear a wing and a really long lash, and that was it. That was my look. My favorite store to buy makeup, Walmart. Embry Cortland is a 16-year-old positivity content creator, and I think you look similar. I would love for you to try that makeup routine. Let's see what she looks like. Embry Cortland. She looks like, she reminds me of that movie She's All That, the one on Netflix. I love that movie. The one that has Addison Rae in it. That's who she looks like the Addison Rae character in that movie. Oh, she's pretty. Thank you. Yeah, I could try some of her looks. She's pretty. Yeah, she has blonde hair and blue eyes, just like me. Cute. Okay. Cool. Girl, she looks good all the time. Okay. What now? I look good all the time. Don't even lie to me right now. Don't even lie to me. Ask me no questions, I will tell you no lies. I'm not asking for a miracle. Looking for the angels in the darkest of nights. I'm not asking for a miracle. I feel like I had what makeup look I wanted to try. Oh, I was thinking of doing the Rolling Stone. Girl. And there's more Tate. Looking for angels in the darkest of nights. I'm not asking for a miracle. Yes, I'm possessive. I don't know, that makeup look, I don't know. It's kind of light. Like, there's not a lot going on. I'm not sure if I'm into that. Makeup. Because I already did the lip. The lip on the Rolling Stone cover is very different. That's so pretty. There's this look of her that's like very like gray. It looks like, I don't know. Should I do that one? Girl, let's not get decision fatigue now. And if you want to see the pictures that I'm pinning, go into my description and go into my Pinterest link, and you can literally see the stuff that I'm pinning as I'm pinning it. Make sure you girls follow me on Pinterest. Oh my gosh, she has so many good makeup looks. I don't know why I didn't start doing Tate makeup earlier. Girl. Okay. Makeup inspiration. Okay. I think we're gonna do... Ah! That one. Ah! All my stuff rolled in my place. Where I have my camera on. There. Okay. This one, it low-key looks like it's a little bit... Is this the same thing I did yesterday? Ugh! Okay. 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 Stop saying it's okay, I'm okay. Had him in the first place. It's okay, I'm okay. I think I'm gonna do... Let me do the other one. Okay. I've never done makeup like this. It's interesting because she has her crease very, like... let's just start. Let's not crash out. Let's just start. Looking courageous in the darkest of nights. Okay, I'm gonna put down like a light brown first. Because that's literally what I always do, just to like get the dimension down. No! What's my Pinterest user? It's 1 in the morning, I wake up early, but I subscribe. Definitely go to your live again. Thank you. And Embry's makeup readings on YouTube. Okay, cool. Sounds like a plan. What is my username? It's in my description. It's all things Ashley. It's all things. So it's all things _ Ashley. That's me. Sorry, I thought it was the same thing that my Snapchat is under, but it's not. Okay, back to the makeup. And see, again, like if I was doing makeup, like everyday makeup from school, you could even stop here. Just add a little bit of dimension into the eye, just like this, and then throw on a mascara and go. You could go to school like this and slay. You know what I mean? Like makeup doesn't have to be so complicated. It could just be a little. And then there's other things. There's other things that can help you feel more glam that are non-makeup things. Like I feel like having your hair done, so just like blowing out your hair and then straightening it the way I do, or sleeping in heatless curls, or you know what I mean? Like I feel like that's like a good way to like feel more polished, and like it's almost like it adds something to the makeup without adding more makeup. You know what I mean? Because if your hair's already done, you're getting it for school, all you have to worry about is your makeup, and then like it pulls your whole look together. I also feel like having your nails done just makes you look more polished and put together too, you know? So like don't forget about the non-makeup aspects of like putting together a look, because I feel like that was a mistake I definitely made like when I was in high school. Like I overlooked those parts, and like you shouldn't, because it just makes your whole look better. This looks gonna be really fun. I can just feel it. So I'm gonna go in. I'm actually gonna use this green right here. It's kind of like a grayish green, and this is a really interesting crease shape that she has going on, where she's got like a dot of dark up here. And then it kind of comes up to the brow, and then it's like, that looks really weird. Why did it stick like that? That's weird. This is going to be a trust the process makeup look. I can just feel it. And then she has it also right here. Like right in here and like along here. It's very different. Like it looks like all her looks, like it looks normal like up close, but like when you look at it closer, it's like, wait a minute, that's different. Y'all, I could do like a whole series on Tate. And we're just building this up like very slow, because this is kind of like a hard color to work with. It's like a grayish green color. And I'm wondering if like we should take a smaller brush and like connect these, because her eye is not completely blank, I don't know. Anyways, we're gonna keep building this up. Trying on shoes, putting on glitter. Am I human? You're not allowed to wear makeup at school, and my hair has to be up all the time. I also have a full uniform. I have another subscriber who talked about that over the summer. Her name's Michelle. But there are non-makeup things you can do to look good. Like, I feel like if they won't let you wear lip gloss, put on a little bit of Vaseline on your lips, you know? Because, like, that's going to give your lips, like, more, like, hydration and keep your lips from cracking. And I feel like healthy lips look good. Like, if you don't have makeup on, that's how you make your lips look good. Also making sure your lips are exfoliated, like exfoliating your lips with a toothbrush gives them like a natural flush. That makes them look really good. And then throwing on Vaseline, and then that's your lip look for school. You can also do a lot of makeup tricks with fake tan. You can apply your fake tan like right here and then down your nose and then on your cheekbones, and it gives you like a sun-kissed look. And that's not makeup, that's just your skin. Like, what are they gonna do? Send you to detention for having a tan? Like, I'm sorry, I was in the Bahamas over winter break, you know? What are they gonna do? Like, hey, mom and dad, I'm in detention because you took me to the Bahamas. Nobody has to know that you're fake tan out of the bottom of a bottle. It's like, yeah, I was just on a boat in the Bahamas. Like, sorry. Sorry that your winter break sucked and mine didn't. I'm just kidding. But no. Yeah, so I would, if I were you, I would get into fake tan. Because I love a good fake tan. I have been into fake tan since I was 13, and I'm not slowing down now. It just, like, it's like the ultimate accessory for your look. Like, you want a big glow up, girl, start using fake tan. And fake tan is good for people of all skin colors and tones. Like, it just makes your skin glow, and it makes it just look more even. Like, a fake tan is everything. And even if you just put it on your face, just right there to give that sun-kissed look, like, you will just look more glowing, and it gives your natural skin some dimension. So I highly recommend doing a fake tan. And also, it's like one less thing you have to do. You just put the fake tan on at night, and then in the morning you wake up, you're glowing. Boom. You wash your face, you're ready, you know? And don't tell anybody that's what you did, by the way. I wouldn't do anything to tell anybody that you were fake tan. When I started fake tanning in middle school, I ran my mouth to all my friends about it because I was excited, and they made fun of me. So if you get into fake tan, just don't tell anyone. Just be like, yeah, I was in the Bahamas. No, I didn't take any pictures. I was fully immersed in the moment, girl. Okay, I'm going to take this, and then I'm going to kind of connect these. Because I feel like it's looking a little weird. I'm being said it's connected. It's very, like, cool girl. I love Tate. Like, how many times can I say I love Tate in a live stream? Let's see. Let's find out. This look, I don't know what it is, but, like, it's making me feel like it's kind of, like, orangey. You know? I feel like it's, like, slightly orangey. Also, I feel like this needs to get connected just a little bit more. Is there any more photos of this look? Let's see. Let's see if I have any more photos of that look, like, pinned. Like, there's, I have some picture of her, like, from the side. Yeah. Okay, I definitely should go back with that second color, I think. Well, I mean with the first one. Oh no, I need to use my other palette. That's what I need. Because this look is very cool toned. So I'm scared to put too much warm tones on it because it's going to mess up the vibe. Like, it's not the vibe here. It's cool tones that we're doing, not warm, you know? When I finish, you girls will see. But I kind of feel like on her eyelid, she has like an orangey, like something. Or like orangey something in the crease. Or like maybe it's pink. I don't know. Let's find out. And I didn't watch a makeup tutorial on this look or anything. I'm just going off of vibes and like I'm just going off of what my eyes see. Trying on shoes, putting on glitter. Your arms look really good. Can I see a flex? I don't know. My physical therapist has been making me like do curls. And he also made me do this. Wait till you see this movement. It's so weird. He makes me go like this. Like that. And I keep wanting to do this because this is a touchdown in cheerleading. Like this is a high V, but this is a touchdown. But he makes me go like this, like at the base of my neck and then up. Like, but with two weights like this. And it is such a weird movement. And not natural at all, but I feel like it works muscles like that need to be worked. So, yeah. But I don't really work out on my own. I only do. Ew, my armpit looks gross. You know what? An armpit's an armpit. It's fine. Great for triceps. I'm only in PT because I had COVID really bad. I literally almost died this year. Not even being dramatic. I almost died this year, girls. And yeah, they put me in PT to like help me recover from COVID. So he did tell me I could go back to the gym though on my own, but I've been a little scared too. Okay, so these are really good browns for this look, like this one and this one, because they're more neutral. I think I'm gonna go in with this one. Isn't this palette pretty? I honestly, that palette was a gift and I didn't like it very much when I first got it. But lately I've been like really looking at it and I'm like, that's some pretty shades, you know? Okay, so we're gonna go in. Yeah, that's what it needed. Trying on shoes, putting on glitter. I wonder if her makeup artist like makes videos. I would love to watch an actual tutorial to see if I'm getting it right, you know? That's like how I learned. Like when I was in school, the best way for me to learn is for me to try it on my own first with no assistance and struggle through it and then watch someone teach it to me and then I can compare like what I did and the way my brain was thinking through the steps and the way that they're doing it, and then it helps me learn. That's just the kind of learner I am. I got an A in physics, by the way, so you can trust me. Okay. And we done with this? We done with the crease? I feel like it needs like more. Give me more. I love Brittany. Okay. She definitely has a eyebrow highlight going on. So I'm going to take this shade right here. This white one. But this is like kind of a big eyebrow highlight. It's not a little one like the one I normally do. It's big. And it goes like all through like here. See that? Okay, so back to what I was talking about before with the I'm gonna build this kind of up like right here to make it more concentrated right here. Because that's what I like. I like the really dramatic brow highlight. It like catches the light really well. And then I'm gonna go back in with that like mauve-y kind of color and blend it. Okay. It's so funny, like I'm getting like purpley vibes, but also like orange. I don't know. Zoom. I don't get any orange in this picture though. Okay, just gonna keep going. So like, if you want to glow up in the new year though, like your main goal first is your face makeup. That's like the main thing, is like getting the face down, and then like don't be too hard on yourself. Like get the face down, and then like just throw a mascara on with like just the powder foundation for eyeshadow that I showed you girls earlier. But then you can kind of like, once you get it down, and give yourself grace. It might take you weeks, it might take you months, you know what I mean? Like the makeup is practice. The more you practice, the better you get. But if you kind of want to start getting into eyes, I would say first like get a good mascara, and first like get really good at like curling your lashes and putting on mascara. But if you girls have been here since last summer and you saw me go through my whole like mascara eye crash out. So I was doing my mascara every day, and I was using this eyelash curler, which is a, what is this called? It's just Shiseido eyelash curler, and it's the one that I use when I don't wear lashes, but I don't use it often. And let me tell you why. It really, really clamps your eyelids hard, girl. Like it will clamp those eyelids down hard. And what the heck was I saying? It clamps your eyelids down super hard, and I was clamping my eyebrows down so hard every day. I ended up with a sty on both of my eyes, and it hurt so bad. Like my lashes hurt to even move them like that. And like for me, for my taste in makeup, my lashes have to be facing up like this. Like that is how I like my lashes. That's what I think is most beautiful. I don't like my lashes straight out or down. I like them up. And so I was like, I have to do so much with my eyelash curler and my mascara to get my eyelashes in that right position that, you know what? I'm just going to wear a natural lash. You know, I'm just going to wear a natural lash because I'm literally torturing my eyelids to get my lashes to look the way that I want. And so did I feel a little silly getting up super early and getting ready for the day and like putting on lashes at first? Yes. But they make so many different types of lashes now, girl. You could literally get a pair that looks so natural and that are undetectable and save the health of your eyelids. So if you run into that problem like I did, that's like an easy fix for it. Even though it sounds a little silly, you do what you gotta do, you know what I mean? But like that's one of the things that, again, you get, the more you practice it, the better you get. And so like as you're doing your makeup, it's a skill that you refine. Like I wouldn't have known that if I wasn't actively practicing my makeup, you know what I mean? So you kind of like practice it and do it, and like you see like what works, and then you like pivot, like you change it a little bit over time. So that's what I'm saying. Like anytime that you girls see somebody like me or anybody else on here and you're like, wow, like she really knows how to do makeup, that girl has been practicing makeup way more and way longer than what you can see on that camera. I can promise you that. And it's little things like that. Like, oh, I got a sty on my eye. My eyelid didn't like that, so let me try doing this. Like it's little tweaks like that over time that just make you get better and better. It is a skill. I cannot say that enough. My lashes are naturally curled, period. I love that. You need to inform your physical therapist that you are buff. That's funny. You kind of look like Bang Shan from Stray Kids, and it's a compliment because he looks good. That's so funny. I'm glad you're doing better. Thank you. Okay. So we're actually gonna go back in with the green. And we're gonna do a little bit, we're gonna do, because she has this like very like cat eye like shape going outwards. I kind of have it a little bit, but I don't have it just right. And so she has the darker color coming down like into here like this. So I'm gonna go ahead and map that out because we are gonna start working on the lid, but I want to make sure that I have like this whole like smoky outer quarter business like laid out, you know? It's a very soft smoke. It doesn't have like an overwhelming amount of depth to it. It's just very soft. Trying on shoes, putting on glitter. So I'm gonna kind of connect this and this and then blend this up and out to try to connect this shape. The shape that we got going on here. It is kind of a challenge to work with a color that's so dark and like sheer it out, but y'all know that I'm always here for a challenge. Just wait till y'all see what I have planned for later. I'm gonna do full on pop star in the bedroom. Like, yesterday when I did it, I got my fan going. I had my hair going all crazy. And then I had my remote as my mic. And I just went crazy. I had so much fun. Hi, Ivy. Hi, bestie. I look good, thank you. I've been doing my makeup like very slow because I was talking to everybody about how to have a glow up this year. And so I took it really slow and like explained all of my steps in great depth. I forgot that I was eating dinner, so I'm just finishing my dinner. It's cold now, but it's so good. I eat a lot of chicken breast. This is literally like I eat a lot of chicken breast and a lot of eggs. That's kind of how I get my protein. Chicken is chewy. Hi, Ira. I'm doing Tate McRae makeup. I'm doing Tate McRae makeup, and we're talking about the glow up. Look, how to have a glow up for 2026, and like how to get into like a beauty routine that you can do every day. And like, because like I know when I talk about my New Year's resolutions, I'm always kind of careful with myself because anytime I talk about my resolutions for the next year, I'm always like, yeah, well, I said that last year. I said it last year. So I feel like it's a good idea to be like, okay, well, I said this last year. It didn't work. So like, what about the way that I approached it made it not work? I was kind of talking about that, like, in relationship to makeup and how, like, You know, like I told myself at the beginning of the school year that I wanted to show up like that girl, and 2 weeks later, I was putting my hair into a messy bun, wearing no makeup and sweatpants. What's wrong with me? You know what I mean? Not that there's anything wrong with that, but like, if you're showing up in a way that you don't want to show up, but you don't know how to get into a routine that's like manageable, that's what that's for. You've been dominating in basketball? Go Ivy. Mmm. You might play in varsity next week? That's exciting. Hi, girls. How are you, girls? Trying on shoes. Oh my gosh, girl, I have something stuck in my teeth. Hold on. I have a lot of stuff stuck in my teeth. Oh my gosh. That's one thing about eating that chicken. It always gets in my teeth. Ew. I don't want to like pick my teeth on live. That's like really gross. Okay. I'm not sure my coach said maybe if one of the varsity girls stays injured because she's not fully better. Understandable. That's awesome. Go Ivy. That is awesome. It is so cool. Wait, do I still have something with teeth? No. I don't see anything. I need like gum or something. So it'll like stick to all the little pieces. I need to get like those little floss picks. But like, low-key, I hate those. Because I feel like they don't work, and like you can't hug the tooth, and like to properly floss you have to like do like this, like hug the tooth really tight. Anyways, girl, let's get back to Miss Tate. Okay, so we're gonna go with a flat brush, and we're gonna use this color. Y'all know that I love this color so much. It's very shimmery and like very Taylor Swift Life of a Showgirl vinyl. I'm just using this for the mirror because this palette doesn't have a mirror, but I am using this color right here. I'm going to go into it with a flat brush. Being involved in sports in school is so cool. Like, I was really not self-confident when I was in high school, and it took me all the way until my senior year to try out for cheerleading. And when I did it, girl, like, I loved it. Like, it is so much fun to be a part of a team. But I also feel like you have to understand, like, you have to really work on your self-confidence, and like, you can't be insecure. Like, me, like, I always want to be everybody's best friend. Like, I always want everybody to, like, I don't know, I want to feel close to everyone, but like, you don't always have to do that. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. Like, if it happens, if it's a blessing, but you shouldn't use that to measure your success. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes it's okay to like just go to practice and like do your thing, like play your sport, and like that's it. You know what I mean? Like, say hello to people, be polite, but like, you're not always going to be close with everybody, and that's okay. Like, sometimes it just takes time to make friends, and sometimes you just don't ever really get close with people, you know? Sometimes, like, and sometimes you might not even be close with somebody, like, your whole time in high school together, and then y'all reconnect after high school, and that's, like, your, like, best friend, you know what I mean? So, like, my best friend at my church, I sit with her every week. She went to my high school, but she graduated, like, before I started high school. So, like, we literally didn't know each other at all. And we connected at church, and I was like, oh, where'd you go to school? And she was like, high school. And I was like, no way. Me too. And we've just gradually become closer and closer and closer. So, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes you make connections, but, like, you don't actually access that connection until later. You know what I mean? And, like, a lot of the people that I was close with in high school, like, we keep in touch, but, like, we don't talk, like, every day anymore, you know? But don't let, like, that stop you. Like, don't let those feelings of, like, feeling unwanted or, like, unimportant, like, stop you from trying out for a sport or getting involved in your school. Because sometimes it's just okay to just show up. Just show up and do what you're supposed to do. You're not always going to have, like, a best friend to laugh with and, like, be super close with, and that's okay. It doesn't mean you're a loser. It doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. It's just, it doesn't happen all the time, and that's okay. Because I feel like for me, it's very easy for my brain to be like, oh, Ashley, you're so awkward. Ashley, no one wants you here. Like, it's very easy for me to, like, fall into that kind of, like, trap of, like, bullying myself. But just don't even go there. Don't let your mind go there. Okay, she has, like, a very, like, it's almost like a semi-pinky tone on her inner corner. So I'm going to go in with this one. I think I'm going to use a combination of this. And this is the White Peach palette by, who makes this? Too Faced. So which one am I going to start with? I think I'll start with the light one, because it's, like, a really sparkly. She's definitely got it, like, right here. Ooh, look at that. I forgot how pretty this color is. I don't even know if I need the pink. No, I need the pink. She's definitely... This is, like, really pretty makeup, girl. But you have to, like, really look at it and, like, see the interplay of, like, all the colors. But even though, like, I do a lot of makeup that I, like, look at people's pictures of, if I just do, like, a freelance look, I feel like I always revert to, like, my way of makeup, which is, like, a light lid and, like, a very defined C shape. That's, like, my default way of doing makeup. And it takes it takes a lot of repetition of doing a certain style and, like, learning it to, like, make it become automatic for you. You know what I mean? That's what's so fun. Now I'm gonna go in with the pink and then, like, put it, like, she has it, like, closer to her, like, do you see that? It's, like, very subtle, but it's, like, more towards, like, the eyeliner area. Am I making sense? That's pretty. That's so cool. Oh, and I totally forgot about the lower lash line. You know me, like, I don't usually do anything in my lower lash line. Do I watch Stranger Things? No, I don't. Yes, I'm looking at Tate McRae right now. I'm only a freshman, though. Playing against 17 to 18-year-olds might be tough. Don't discount yourself. It's good to be challenged. You know, like, iron sharpens iron. Like, I don't know if you've thought about college, but you should. Because, like, being a college athlete is, like, a huge slay. And I always encourage you girls, like those you girls who are involved in sports or extracurriculars, to try and play in college. Just at least try. Like, if you don't get there, you don't get there. It's fine. Fine. There's more to life. But if you do, if you can, it is so awesome. And I feel like, I know me, like, I live in a very small town, and, like, certain advice, like, certain methods of thinking is not easy to get to. You know what I mean? Because, like, there's nobody talking about it. People who are, I don't want to be mean, but, like, people who are in small towns are very, like here, it's very much like, you know, everybody graduates and, like, bam, like, everybody has kids. That's, like, the way it is here. Yeah, the majority of people who, like, graduated from high school here, like, stayed here. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I'm happy for them. They're happy, I'm happy. It's fine. But don't forget about playing for college, because you absolutely can, and you absolutely should try. But what I'm saying with that is, to play at the college level is a higher level, right? So in order to get there, you're going to have to consistently challenge yourself, because when you get to college, like, you might be the best in your high school, but you're going to get to the college level, and there's going to be a whole lot of other people that were also the best in their high school. So how do you even make it to that level? By challenging yourself. And that means allowing yourself to fail. A failure is not really a failure. A failure is just a part of the learning process, you know? So if you go and play a varsity and you get your butt kicked, it's good. It's good because you're having a challenge and you have room to improve. You know what I mean? Because it would be absolutely devastating if you played, like, all throughout high school and you just thought you were the biggest and the best and the baddest. Then you go to college and then you get absolutely, like, pummeled. You know what I mean? That would be, like, very confusing and very devastating. So, challenge yourself now. I'm going to close my door to my family's home. They're going to make a lot of racket. Hello? Hi. Ugh. You're going to play college? That's awesome. Girl, you're a lady. Why are you asking me that? Hi, Sandra. So yeah, I would absolutely try to play with the older kids because like think about it this way. Like, if you don't start playing varsity until you're, and I'm saying this for anybody watching, not just you, Ivy. I know that Ivy gets it, but, like, this is for everybody. There's a lot of girls who cheer who watch me. Ivy, I don't know if you knew, but there's a lot of girls who do cheerleading who watch me, and, like, gymnastics and stuff. And I don't know if I ever told you girls this, but so I went to a really big college, and a really big university, and I looked on their website because I loved cheer, and I didn't start till I was a senior. And I looked on the college website, and it literally said in big letters, all females are flyers. And I was like, and if you see, and co-ed cheerleading. So, men, if you're thrown into the air by a man, you go high up there, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 feet in the air. High. You know what I mean? That's insane. Yeah. It's scary. And I did gymnastics in elementary school. But again, when you're in a small town, those things are just not known. There's people there, of course, there's cheerleading everywhere, but how do you okay, this is what I want, how do I get there? There's not a lot of thought. There's people who do it, there's people that I went to high school with that did it, but there wasn't a lot of how-to information that was readily accessible for me. So, but anyways, I didn't start till I was a senior, and if you start challenging yourself when you're a freshman though, and you're oh, they be moving like this. I didn't even know that move existed. I sucked at it, but now I know it exists. You have all 4 years to get better at it, versus when you're a senior, you don't have as much time to improve, if that makes sense. That's not to mean that you can't. I don't know what would have happened if I would have started taking gymnastics lessons as a senior. I probably should have, but I didn't. But yeah, challenge yourself. You might be surprised. Okay, I forgot where I was going with this look. Oh, the lash line. I'm gonna take black. She has brown, but I don't have a dark brown, and my brown, honestly, I don't like it when I wear I don't like the way the brown comes out when I put it on the lower lash line, if that makes sense. I really like the way that the black looks, so we're gonna go with black. This is the Revlon black eyeliner. Trying on shoes, but not literally one more day until all the Christmas stuff gets put away. I can't wait. I love that feeling when all the Christmas stuff gets put away and just everything looks clean, because some of us have been looking at Christmas stuff since Halloween time. Okay, now we're gonna get into this lower lash line stuff, girl. So first, I think we're gonna go back in with that mauve-y color, this one. Trying on later. And this is again something that I personally don't do. I personally leave my lash line naked. I don't put anything on my lash line. I'll do a black waterline, but I'm not used to doing any of this smoky stuff. So we're kind of yeah, you're creating that I don't know, it's a very just smoking, sunken type look. But also, I feel something that nobody talks about with high school is, you have so many opportunities socially when you're in high school. It is the law, unless they changed it, but I believe it's the law that you have to go to school until you're 16. You can drop out of school when you're 16. Don't do that. Go to school. But, what was I gonna say? You have so much, so that means that everybody within such and such a zip code of you is in your school, you know, and you have so many opportunities to talk to so many different sorts of people. It's really cool if you think about it. But I didn't realize this until I got to college, because say, y'all know that I worked as a server and a bartender, so like I was limited to just restaurant people, or like if you work in an office, like a business office, you're just limited to your coworkers, you know what I mean? Like in college, you take your general ed classes, but not everybody goes to college, you know what I mean? And then as you get farther along in college, you get only your major classes, so like only the other business majors, and only other information technology majors, you know what I mean? You're limited to just that. So like you don't get this like big broad reach of people that you have at your fingertips like you do in your high school. So I would really try to like, I don't know, just like talk to people, because you might learn some cool stuff that like you didn't think about before. I'm gonna take this dark brown right here. Do I want that one or do I want this one? I think I'm gonna take the more reddish one. So let's take this one. And we're gonna put this like closer to the eye. And also the other thing is like in college, like people don't like talk to each other like they did in high school. You have to work a lot harder to like socialize. So try to take advantage of the opportunities you have when you're in high school, because it doesn't last forever. Yeah. I think maybe the darker one would have been better, but it's fine. And I'm just gonna like stamping that into the lower lash line. Okay. And then I'm gonna take the mauve again and then just blend it. Very lightly though, because I don't want it to become like a big blob. But then she also has like the inner corner color like blending into it. So I'm gonna take more of that inner corner color and like blend it in. Cause like the shimmer like continues like down here. Less bitter. Hi, Claire. You gotta go. Love you too. You look like Felix? Yeah, I've been told that before. You was listening to that song, Don't Worry. You mean Don't Be Sad? Hi, Mackenzie. Thank you. I'm doing good. How are you? Okay. What's going on with this eyeliner? What is she doing with her eyeliner? Okay, this eyeliner is very, it's very smoky. So, we're gonna go in with my favorite brown eyeliner, which is the Maybelline Cinnabar. Where is it? Let's see. Hello, where are you? I smell feet. Do one of my family members take off their shoes? Because that is lethal. Lethal. It's nice. That's so strong smelling feet, man. just cut away from that. Was weird. Okay, we're gonna curl these lashes. And we're gonna put on this eyeliner, girl. This look is very Tate. I think I'm obsessed with Tate McRae makeup, girl. It's very different. It's just different. And this is the shade Cinnabar. And all this like fancy eye stuff, it's really fun. But it does take a lot of practice to like really do eyeshadow. So like if you find yourself struggling doing eyeshadow, like don't be too hard on yourself, because it took me a very long time to even be able to get to the point that I can look at a picture and like try and replicate it and even get something remotely close. Like it's taken me a very, very, very long time. So if you're trying to get better at eyeliner and like any eye makeup really, my recommendation is like for school, you focus on your face makeup, right? And then when you come home from school or like on the weekend or like whenever you have time, just start like turn on YouTube, turn on any one of my videos and try to just copy me like the whole way through. Like just copy me and give yourself no pressure. Just be like, I'm gonna copy this. I'm gonna do the best I can. It doesn't matter what it turns out like, because I don't have anywhere to go and I'm just gonna take it off. You know what I mean? And practicing like that over and over again, you will see yourself like improve by like millions as a makeup artist. Like you'll see your look and makeup abilities improved by like 10 million times, girl. 10 million. Trying on shoes, putting on glitter. This is my Revlon eyelash curler. This is not the one that I hurt myself on. The one that I hurt myself on I call like my scary curler, my dangerous curler. I forget what I call it. But I bought this one literally because the other one was pinching my eyes too tight and hurting. But I tend to use the Revlon one like when I'm not gonna wear when I'm gonna wear fake lashes, because it doesn't really matter what your natural lashes look like with fake lashes on top of them, you know? Because the fake lashes are gonna do the heavy lifting throughout the look. And your natural lashes, all they need to be is just black, so that way they blend in with the fake ones. She doesn't have like a really thick line on here, but it does kind of like wing a little bit on this outer part. So, and then I'm gonna do my little trick where I take the liquid liner and we're gonna apply that in the inner corner of the eye. I find that this just really helps with lashes, and it helps, you'll see when I do it, it helps camouflage the lash band. Where is my brown liner? There it is. This is the Revlon Micro. And this is the technique that I love to do when I wear brown liner and lashes. It just helps this part of the eye. It's a very slight difference, but like if you compare, this one looks more defined than this one. And when you put on lashes, this really makes a difference. Because also, like, when you have, like, this bulky lash and then this area right here is just blank, it very much gives away that you're wearing fake eyelashes, and it just makes the corners look funny and cheap, and we don't want that. trying on shoes, putting on glitter. Thank you. Okay. I almost feel like this look is like almost like slightly purple. Okay, and then so she has this like really soft like wing like coming out of the eye. It's not like crazy at all. It's literally very soft. So I'm gonna take this dark brown and use it to like kind of create a wing. But I'm just gonna do like one dot, that one dip of the brush into it, and like create this like little wing. And then just blend it. It's very soft and like very subtle. Like it's enough that you can see it, but not enough that it like takes over the whole look. Anytime you draw a wing, you always want to draw it as if it's coming up from your lower lash line, like this. This eye has been giving me so much trouble with my wings lately. It's giving Tate. Yep. She does a lot of like inner corner like highlighting in her looks. Because yesterday the inner corner was like purple. Like that was like, I feel like yesterday was like peanut butter and jelly makeup. Like that was so cool. Okay, I'm gonna do my lashes now. So I'm just gonna wear the lashes that I've been wearing. These are the Kiss in the shade Taffeta. I mean, the style Taffeta. They look like that. They're very much like cat eye shaped. Hi, girls. Putting on glitter, anything to make me feel a less bitter. I kind of feel like this look is almost a little bit like, it's like, I know I did mine kind of with an orangey lid, but I almost feel like this look is almost like very slightly like pink and gray, you know? Or maybe it's like pink and purple. I don't know, girl. I could do a lot of Tate makeup because I really like her makeup looks. And also with what I was saying about practicing your makeup every day, girls, like you can that's how you get better at lashes too. Like lashes are very stressful to put on when you're a beginner and you're not used to putting them on every day, you know? But like the more you do it, the better and the more comfortable you get. And you have to start practicing when you're not putting it on under pressure. And then soon enough, you can put it on under pressure and it come out good. I just set up my lash and it just fell down. There it is. Hit the Kiss lash glue. Is this my lash glue? I feel like this is an old one. Let's see. Oh no, this is the one. This is the Kiss lash glue. I've just been using it a lot, so it's getting yucky. So we're just gonna go along. There's a little fuzzy on this. I feel like this little fuzzy will end up in my eye. Put this on the perimeter of the lash. I think we're going to try a different technique today with putting it on, because I feel like the inner corner of my lash has been trying me. Like every single day she tries me. So I feel like we're going to try to put it on a little bit different. But first I'm going to go in with my mascara. It's the e.l.f. Lash It Out mascara. For days that I wear lashes, I just choose a cheap mascara. I say this in like every live stream that like your eyelashes, they just need to be black. You don't need any crazy like L'Oreal Telescopic, Maybelline Colossal, any of those like more expensive mascaras. Save those for when you're not gonna wear lashes, because your lashes, your fake lashes are always gonna cover up your natural ones, you know? So you just need to make your lashes match the lashes that your natural lashes match your fake lashes, and that's it. You're all good. You don't need any crazy like lengthening properties or anything if you're literally just gonna put on a fake lash. And you're gonna save money too. I also need more of this stuff because I'm like running out of it. What was that noise? That's weird. So these are my pliers. These, you get the best eyelash application if you use a pair of pliers, girl. I call these pliers. Yes, these little lash applicators. So we're gonna go ahead and stick this on as close as we can get to the natural lashes onto the eyelid. But instead of adjusting the outer corner first, we're gonna adjust the inner corner first, because I wonder if it'll look better that way, you know what I mean? I just feel like my lashes have been looking a little crazy lately. And then now the outer corner. Oh. See what I mean? Like I have to work extra hard to get this inner corner to stick down, because it's just not sticking down for me. And then it shows up in my short videos, like my short form videos that I do for TikTok and Snapchat. And I'm like, what the heck? Like my eyelash look crazy. Like I don't know if people notice it, but I notice it, and it like looks bad. Like it makes me look, I don't know what I'm doing. This is so pretty. I really like this look. I might be in a Tate McRae state for a while. I say that about a lot of things, and then I get over it, and then I find something I like more, and then I start doing that. I had a booger. I'm sorry. I don't know if you girls noticed. That was like really gross though. Sometimes I'm like, I want to just wax the inside of my nose, but I know that that's so bad for you. Because the reason you have nose hairs is because like when you breathe in and out, like your nose, ew, I need to update my lip combo. Hold on. When you breathe in and out, your nose like filters stuff for you. And like if you would take away all your nose hairs, like you would take away like your body's like filtering ability or whatever. You know what I mean? Where is my lipstick? I need to set my lipstick out because I keep losing it. There it is. I need to update my lip combo because my lips are getting like weird, cracky looking. Hi, girls. How are you, girls? And then the Milani. This is called The Moment. This is a liquid lip. Trying on, putting on glitter, anything to make me feel less bitter. And where's my gloss? Tate doesn't wear a gloss, but I wear a gloss. I just feel better in a gloss. And one of you girls earlier was like, wear a gloss, wear a gloss, put on a gloss. And I was like, okay. You convinced me. Twist my arm. Okay. Then we have on our gloss. I'm a little embarrassed too. Because I'm going to set up my camera. I mean, I'm going to set up the fan and we're going to do the, like I said, the pop star in the bedroom thing. Just because I wonder what that's going to do for my life. Because, like, this time of year, it's really important that, like, I do different stuff for my channel. So. So I just put my Kiss eyelash glue on the lashes. I'm just gonna let these babies dry. I already have my lashes curled. I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. Lash It Loud mascara. This would be a really good look for New Year's. Like all of Tate's looks would be really good for New Year's, honestly, girl. They just give like glam diva. I'm here for it. I feel like I'm kind of getting into eyeshadows lately, girl. Like, I've never been an eyeshadow girl. Like, I know that sounds, like, shocking, but, like, I just have always been, like, a face makeup girl. Or, like, I got into, like, lippies a couple years ago. I'm still really into lips, but, like, eye makeup is so much fun. I feel like of all the different forms of makeup, though, like, eye makeup is probably the hardest. That's why I just said, like, take it really slow. Like, if you're new to makeup, like, take it really slow. And practice, like, when you have, like, ample time to practice and when you're not going anywhere. I know it feels stupid to do your makeup when you're not going anywhere. But, like, the phrase shower makeup from TikTok, like, that is so true. Like, basically, shower makeup is, like, you already have your makeup on from the day, but, like, you add more makeup to kind of practice. Or you purposely add makeup that you know is going to look crazy. But you just do it because it's fun. Like, it's a fun way to practice your makeup without the pressure of, like, other people seeing you and, like, having to go somewhere. You know what I mean? So, like, I'm a big advocate and a big proponent of that. Like, practicing makeup when you don't have pressure. Because that's how you really get better. What's my favorite movie? Hi, sis. My sister's here, y'all. My favorite Starbucks drink? Ooh, that's a good question. Ooh. They have two. So the first one is espresso. I'm a big espresso girl. I don't really like coffee. Coffee hurts my stomach. Espresso is less acidic than coffee. So venti, iced venti with 2 shots of espresso only, and then fill the whole cup up with almond milk, and then 4 pumps of sugar-free vanilla, and then whipped cream, and then cinnamon on the top, and then 10 stevia on the side. That is my Starbucks order. All that sugar hurts my stomach, like, really bad. Like, it makes me get really sick to my stomach, so I try to avoid it. I really like Dunkin' because Dunkin' has a lot of sugar. They have a whole line of flavor shots, and those are their sugarless flavors, and that's what I love. But that is my order at Starbucks. My second order at Starbucks is not sugar-free, unfortunately, but do I get a grande or a venti? I think I get a grande more than I get a grande. Or maybe I get a tall. Tall iced matcha latte made with almond milk, and then do I do 2 or do I do 3 pumps of caramel? Caramel is really good with matcha. And then sweet cream cold foam. I like the lavender matcha too. I'm gonna adjust the inner corner of these lashes. my eyelashes look like they need to be like married, because I feel like my natural lashes are trying to do like this and the fake lashes are like this. And if I look from the side, it's gonna look this. So I'm gonna marry my eyelashes. Okay, my favorite movie. Hi, Brandy. Thank you. Thank you, girls, for the questions. The questions really help me find something to talk about, because like otherwise I'm literally just constantly searching my brain for what to talk about, which I don't mind because I love to help you girls out, but I love it when you ask me questions so that I know literally what you're wanting to know. You know what I mean? Because otherwise I'm just guessing. Anyways, thank you for the questions. You're a real queen. My favorite movie. For years, my favorite movie was Get Smart. But I feel like lately my favorite movie is Princess Diaries or Just Go With It. Yes, I love me some Adam Sandler. I also love Tyler Perry. I love funny movies. I don't like scary movies. I don't like scary and I don't like sad. I only like funny. Trying on shoes, putting on glitter. What is my favorite color? Light blue. No, you don't. Beautiful smile, thank you. Someone once told me there was somebody in my family who was not very nice and who knew that I was obsessed with white teeth when I was a little girl, and like I wanted to like actively try to make my teeth whiter because my teeth were not naturally white. My teeth were very, 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 very stained. And they were like, you need to just give up, Ashley. Like, white teeth are genetic, and you clearly just don't have it. But I took that as a challenge, and now my teeth look like this. So never let someone tell you can't do something. I remember we were like out somewhere, like we were at a restaurant, and like, or like we were at like a coffee place, I think, and like the girl taking our order had like these beautiful teeth, and I was like, see her teeth? Like that's what mine look like. And this family member was like, gave me the negativity speech that I just told y'all. But I took that as a challenge. I got my teeth white. Exactly. Period. Hi, Ezra. You are in the best YouTube in the world. Respect. Thank you. Inspiration. Okay, I wasn't sure what you wrote. You know what I did? I didn't tell my Snapchat besties that I was live, so let me tell them that I'm live. It's kind of late in the live to tell them, but it's fine. Oh, live on YouTube. Make it nice and big so that way they can all see it. I don't put this on my public story yet. I'm not that bold. I only put it on my designated like YouTube besties private story. Make sure you girls add me on Snapchat. I'm gonna check my friend requests right now in case any of you girls have added me. I add all of my girlies back on Snapchat. Okay, nobody's requested me. I'm all caught up with my friend requests. But I do add all my girlies back, and then I add all you girls to a private story that I have just for my YouTube besties. All of my sleepover girlies are in one private story, and I show you all some of the behind the scenes stuff. I ask for your opinion on things like thumbnails, on videos, video ideas, or what you want to see. So, if you girls are into that, please add me on Snapchat. I like men. I like men. What is my favorite food? Ooh, that's a good question. Beans and rice. Beans and rice with grilled chicken is my all-time favorite food. I love Cuban food and I love Mexican food. I am based on YouTube. That's where y'all can find me, is YouTube. YouTube is my main platform. Zoe says, cool. Hi, Zoe. I recognize you from yesterday. Did I say hi to Ezra? Hi, Ezra. Ezra is one of my besties from Snapchat. So if anybody has any questions about being my friend on Snapchat or like what that looks like or like what is on my private story, ask Ezra. She could literally tell you. I feel like when I say the word private story, people get like weirded out, like, ooh, private story, like what do you got in there? I literally am like, hi, do y'all like this lipstick or this lipstick? Or do y'all like this foundation or that one? Like, that's literally what's on my private story. Or I'm like, hey girls, I'm thinking of making videos on this. Like, what do you think? That's the kind of stuff that you'll find on my private story. I know that people do weird things on the internet. I don't do weird things on the internet. So. I try to make the internet like a little bit of a brighter place for y'all. Like, not everything has to be so weird and so like hypersexual and so like perverted, you know what I mean? Like, things can just be like light and fun, you know? I'm filling in my brows. This is the Wet n Wild. This is the Wet n Wild pencil in the shade Taupe. And while we're talking about glow-ups, because we were talking about glow-ups earlier, let me just say something about brows. You girls, if you've been following for a while, you've heard me talk about crazy eyebrows. I'm going to talk about it again. So don't go too crazy when you're filling in your brows. Keep your eyebrows nicely groomed. Keep them trimmed. Keep them tweezed. Not crazy tweezed, but just like if you have an eyebrow hair that's growing way down here, pluck it out. You know what I mean? If you're like me and you have a unibrow, pluck it out. But when it comes to filling them in, keep your strokes of your pencil very, very slight, like very soft. And then when you use a gel, don't be slicking your brows down. That's not flattering. Like, it's flattering on very few people. Oh, that's not my brow. This is a blush. LOL. Where's my brow gel? Here she is. You weren't here yesterday? Oh. Ezra says, ha ha ha, you're amazing. Thank you. Where'd I get my lashes from? Please don't tell anybody on here how old you are. That's personal information. Nobody on the internet needs to know how old you are. This is my brow gel. And I just dot my little spoolie in there one time. And the same thing on the other side. And it just, like, it keeps the eyebrow hairs in place and keeps them looking groomed and neat and not, like, overly slicked down. Because I find when I slick down my eyebrows, it makes them look too harsh and too dark. And I am blonde, and it's important to remember that, like, if you're blonde, your brows should be 1 to 2 shades darker than your hair. If you have brown hair, your eyebrows should be 1 to 2 shades lighter than your hair. I feel like that's a really good rule to go by. And of course, like, it varies. Like, different brows look different on everybody. But I feel like there's no quicker way to ruin your makeup look than to have a crazy eyebrow on your face. Like, a crazy carved eyebrow or one of those laminated brows. Like, ugh. Like, it just makes your face look very, like, harsh. Thank you. Someone said you're very pretty. Thank you. My lashes, I got them at Walmart. I also shop on Amazon a lot. And then all my stuff is linked to my Amazon storefront, which is down in my description. If you girls like anything that I use, make sure you go and pick it up from my Amazon storefront. And you know that everything I use is affordable. Like, I don't really be using expensive makeup because I just don't believe in that. Like, I just feel like getting good at makeup is about your technique. It's not about the products you use or how much money you can spend. It's about how well you know how to manipulate the product and how well you know how to like layer stuff. It's not about, especially these days, like the drugstore brands be killing it these days. Like very rarely do you need to dribble on over to Sephora. You know what I mean? Okay, we're gonna get into the face now. So I made a mistake yesterday when I did this because y'all know that I'm in my nose contour era. Ooh, she's got on fake freckles. I haven't done fake freckles in a minute, girl, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it today. Yesterday, so Tate, when she has her makeup done, she has this like, that the way that they do her blush is like this. It's like a very pretty like sun-kissed blush, but when I try to contour my nose after I did that kind of blush, it's hard because y'all know that I shape my nose contour and then I go down the sides of the nose with a lighter color, but it's harder to do that when I already have the blush down. So today we're gonna do this in the correct order. And I already have a little bit of contour already on my nose from my base makeup, a little bit of cream contour. So we're just gonna go in with this powder. This is the Wet n Wild contour palette in the shade Dulce de Leche. And I'm just taking the darker color and then I'm focusing it right here. And then on the tip of the nose. And then I'm gonna take my little triangle puff thing, this thing. And then I'm going to blend this in the side of the nose. Doing your contour this way and this trick of putting the light shade up the nose, it tricks the eye into thinking that this part of the nose is a part of the under eye. And it then makes the nose look smaller. I feel like we like to make everything really dark. We want it to look smaller, but that's not always true. If you extend your nose contour too far, it's going to make your nose look bigger and wider because you're giving yourself the appearance of a wider nose bridge. So, I feel like the secret sauce of a snatched nose is not thicker, dark colors. It's actually more light. And then I just blend this way. Now we're going to use a very small brush and then just do a strip of light down the center. And then we'll work on the blush. Do I want to use Soft Sable today? I think I might want to use Soft Sable for this look, because this looks a little bit more red and bronzy than the last look that we did. The last look that we did was more peachy. This one looks more red and bronzy. So we're just going to let that sit while we work on the blush. Nope, not that. Where's the next one down? I need a cookie. I'm hungry. Oh, my mom got me, what did she get me? She got me a gluten-free muffin, and I haven't tasted it yet. Okay, this is Soft Sable by, it's like this color. Do you see that? By CoverGirl. It's very glowy, and I commonly say that this blush is like a, this blush is like a sunburn in a blush. It's very glowy, as you can see. And Tate always applies her blush right here. Like, she doesn't do it high. Personally, I like my blush high. I like mine up here. But we're not doing my blush today, we're doing Tate's. It's always like really concentrated on like her mid face, which is right here in this area. And then it's blended like out. It just like gives like a very, this blush specifically makes a very like sun-kissed look, and it's very like brick red vibes. You know what I really want to try? I want to try like one of those blushes that's like a pinky gray color, because I've never had a blush like that. I'm gonna just go back in with my foundation. The foundation that I use and that I love. I have trouble trying other foundations because I genuinely love this one so much. This is the Maybelline Superstay Skin Tint. It is the best, and I use shade 220. But obviously when I'm not tan, like right now I'm tan, but when I'm not tan, I use lighter shades. Always make sure that you do that. Always have, I would say, at least 2. You could even do 3, honestly. No, I think 2 is good. Like, have one for when you're at your darkest, have one for when you're at your lightest, and then you can kind of mix them for when you're in between. I used to do this thing with foundation for years. When I used to only wear powder foundation. I never wore liquid, because the liquid, I should have told, where's that girl? There was a girl on here earlier that was asking me about like tips to help with like acne. When I was like really struggling with my acne, I actually stopped wearing cream products because my skin had so much oil on it that I felt like my skin just literally couldn't take it. It would literally cause a breakout like that. So I only could handle powder, and then I just had clear skin. So that's also something I don't hear a lot of people talking about, is just using powder products only. And then I'm just using my Paw Beauty Sponge. I keep meaning to clean these. I should probably do that on live sometime. Maybe I'll do it today, because I'm trying to be live more. Like, it's really important for my channel right now that I'm live like as much as possible. So I just like, because I'm talking so much on here, like I feel like when I'm live for a really long time, I think I once did a live that was like 4 or 5 hours long. When I was doing my nails, it takes me forever to do my nails, girl. I started to lose my voice. One thing about Tate that I forgot about is Tate is actually asthmatic, and y'all know that I'm asthmatic too. And she said, I was watching interviews of her today, and she was like, I feel like my vocal tone is like a gift from my asthma. And I was like, oh, I like that. I like that, because she has a very unique and beautiful voice. And she's like, I feel like it's just my asthma and like all the inhalers that I have to use, like, that give me my unique tone. I was like, slay. Like, I freaking love that. Remember how earlier I was saying, like, when a woman wins, you're not just winning for yourself, you're winning for all women. And like me, when I'm like, y'all know that I fought COVID really hard this year. And if you didn't know, well, now you know. I was extremely sick, like September through like November, like actively sick with COVID. It was terrible. And I didn't think I was going to live till Christmas, but by the grace of God, I'm still here. Amen. Amen. But what I mean is, like, when I see Tate like selling out stadiums and like dancing like that on stage, and like this behind the scenes footage of her like taking her inhaler backstage, like, it gives me hope for myself, you know what I mean? Because I see a little piece of me in her, you know what I mean? So like, I think that's so cool about us girls, is that like, when one woman wins, you don't just win for yourself, you win and inspire women everywhere. And that's awesome. Very pretty blush, thank you. Facts. I assume your name's Olivia. Hi. Oh, I need a jacket. Can you believe it? I'm getting cold. Girl, I never get cold. The other day, we were hanging out with my mom's friends, and my mom's friend's husband was like emasculated by my inability to feel, I feel like this saggy hoodie is very Tate. He was emasculated by my inability to feel cold. He's like, are you sure you're not cold? Because we were outside. He's like, we brought extra blankets. And I was like, no, I don't need a blanket. I'm not cold. And he was wrapped in like 2 blankets, and I was just sitting there like, can't help it. It's hard for me to get cold. Ugh. 6, 7. 6, 7. Ew. I have like a big blotch of like that, like. I have a big blotch of that green, like right there. No, it's on this side. Need to fix it. Need to fix it. 6, 7. What is 6, 7? It's like, what do they call it? Internet slang. Like, it's like, what do they call it? Oh, brain rot. 6, 7. Like, it doesn't really have a meaning. I think if it means anything, it means so-so. Like, oh, did you like what they served at lunch today? Like, 6, 7. How do you talk to me? Just like you are right now. Hi, Brenly. Okay. Girl, I'm getting tired. I'm getting tired. Don't you get tired of hurting me? I'm tired of hurting me. I'm tired of hurting me. That's one of my other favorite singers is Megan Maroney. I love Megan Maroney. I'm tired of hurting me, so I'll let her in. I'll let her in. There you come again, and there you go. Yeah, I'm your friend, girl. You act weird or creepy, girl, you're gonna get got. You have to remember, like, I feel like some people don't realize that, like, number one, I have a security team who watches everything I do and everything that y'all do. You can't see them, but they can see you. And number two, I'm a person that y'all can see me, but I can't see you. So if you type stuff at me and, like, you're just kidding, but if I get the creepity creep vibe, but the security team gets the creepity creep vibe from you, you get got. And then I don't see you anymore, you know? So there's certain ways that, like, you can't joke in my chat because I won't know you're joking and I'll just get the creepy vibe and then you get kicked out, you know? So do be careful with what you say, not only to me, but like anybody who creates content, because just remember, like, we can't see you. You can see us, but we can't see you. So, like, I can only read the words you're saying, but, like, I don't hear the tone that you're saying them in or the way you're saying them. So if you're kidding, clarify that you're kidding. Because I don't want to be kicking people out of the chat that are like, just kidding, you know what I mean? Yes, I love God. Me too, I have 2 hours to go to bed, period. Yes, I love God. I told you I was your friend. Do I use bronzer? Yes, I do. I don't have any on today because I wore, actually, I guess I don't know. I'm not wearing any today because I wore, I have liquid contour on. That's what's right here underneath the blush. So you see the blush right here, and then I have on liquid contour underneath, and that's what kind of gives my face shape. And then I also have contour down my nose. But I do, I call it bronzer, but it's not really bronzer. I can show you what I use. I use this. This is my Wet n Wild contour palette. And then I have, where is it? This. I use this as bronzer a lot. This is the e.l.f. Camo. It's very dirty. The e.l.f. Camo. I just love this compact. I think it's so cool and chic. But it's the e.l.f. Camo. Bronzers are pretty, but some bronzers are like too glittery, and then they end up like, the thing with glitters and shimmers is that anything, like, I have a little bump right here. It never goes away. It's always there. It's not a pimple. I don't know what it is. But you see, because I have on a shimmery product, it, like, you can see that texture in the skin more. Versus if I was wearing a matte product, you would see the texture less. So a lot of bronzers have, like, very shimmery, like a very shimmery texture to them. And so when you put them on the face, any little bit of imperfection or texture in your face is going to show up more. So that's why sometimes to create dimension in the face, I prefer using contour powders or literally just like a darker powder foundation, which is what this is. This is a powder foundation. It's just darker, and using that in place of bronzer. I answered you, girl. I answered you. I answered you. I said yes. Why you keep asking me that? Ask me something else. Somebody was in here asking me really good questions earlier. Where's that girl? She was asking me like, she was like, what's your favorite Starbucks drink? Like, what's your favorite movie? Like, those are really good, cool questions. Like, ask me those questions. Not just the same question over and over. That's like boring for me and boring for everybody. Okay, I need to fix this like big blotch of like, I'm gonna take this color and like blend it. Is it a problem on this side too? I think it is. I'd like to diffuse that out because I like the shape. The shape is like very Tate. Have I ever had... Cool. What is that? Chines? I mean like chores? Do you like matte lipstick or more of a glossy? That's a good question. Right now, I like glossy because it doesn't crack on the lips as much. Matte tends to settle into the fine lines on the lips. But I do find that matte, like a matte lip is always going to last better than glossy. So like girls who are like NFL cheerleaders or just regular cheerleaders, or like when I was serving and bartending, I wore a matte lip pretty much all the time, especially when I was a bartender, because I couldn't like take out my lip gloss and put it on in front of everybody. When I was a server, I could run back to the kitchen and do a quick swipe of lip gloss. But when I was a bartender, it was only matte lips because that's all that would stay on, you know what I mean? But I do like, if I can just wear whatever and touch it up throughout the day, lip gloss. I love lip gloss. It gives the lips like a 3D type of like effect. Okay, I feel like, do you recommend hair produced? Your hair produces? What does that mean? Oh, I almost forgot about my nose. I thought I was done. I'm not done. So, because she has fake freckles. Just a lot of freckles, actually. So I'm just going to wipe off my bake off my nose. And then we're going to start in on these fake freckles, girl. So I'm going to use this eyeshadow right here for the fake freckles. I'm going to kind of copy the shape that she has going on for her fake freckles. And I think hers are natural, but I'm just gonna... So I'm gonna kind of focus them along where my nose contour is, but kind of put them like across my nose bridge too. Adding fake freckles makes your makeup look more natural. She literally has one right here, like that. That's kind of cool. It makes it look more natural, but it's a really fun way to like emphasize your nose contour, and at the same time it makes you look like you're not wearing a lot of makeup. It's like what I told y'all with the nose contour. It tricks the eye, because the eye, without even the brain really processing it, when somebody looks at your face, they're like, she's not wearing a lot of makeup because I can see her freckles. And it just like, I don't know, it adds more dimension to the face. It's very cool. And I'm just using like this like pointy type of brush to do this. Fake freckles are really fun to do in the summer though. Like, they're fun in the winter, but they're, like, really fun in the summer because you get that, like, sun-kissed kind of effect. She also has, like, a big one, like, right here. Yeah. I'm gonna go over that again. Yeah. Not me copying the shape of Tate McRae's exact freckles. We're literally going freckle by freckle by freckle. And then we're gonna like take this little thingy and like kind of pat it to make them look more natural, you know? She has one right above her lip. So let's put one right above our lip. Cool. This right here, this is like a pimple that I had that never healed properly. So it's like a scar. She has these like, there's another right here. I'm scared to put a one right there on my face. And she has another one like directly across, like right here. She has three right here. It's like a triangle of freckles. She has one. She has them even on her forehead. Let's see. I'm afraid to do them like too crazy on my forehead because they're just gonna look like weird dots. Trying on shoes, putting on glitter, and it can make me feel a little less bitter. I'm definitely feeling like Tate now. I wish live didn't make me so tired. Maybe I need to like chill out and not talk so much. I don't know. Like I get really tired at the end of my lives. Also, I'm going to take this highlight. She definitely has on a nose highlight. And I'm just going to take it like this. And we're just going to go down the center of the nose. And then do like a little exclamation point like at the very end. Trying on shoes, putting on glitter. Normally between my lives and like watching and like making my short form videos, I have a little break and I have a little snack, but because it's like the holidays and because it's important for me to like stay on live as long and as much as possible, I'm trying to like push straight through. So I'm like mentally preparing to get up, set up my fan, and do what I had planned. I wonder if anybody's here from before and anybody remembers what I said. Also, I forgot to put on the, I forgot to finish my sunburn blush look, so just hold on for a sec. Because she's got it around her nose, and I didn't put any on my nose, so let me just fix this really quick. I'm going to use this brush, and let me get a mirror so I can actually see what I'm doing. Tate wears her, like, yesterday I noticed this too. She, like, very commonly wears her blush like this. Like, she wears it all across her nose. It gives it a very, like, did I just erase all my freckles? It gives it, like, a very, I need my freckles back. I'm gonna put them back on. It gives it a very sun-kissed look. I need to learn like neck stretches. With doing all these lives, it makes my neck hurt. Does she have a, you know what? I'm just gonna put some across my forehead because I feel a little weird like not doing a forehead contour I'm going to take some of this color out of the contour palette, the darker one. I'm just going to put this like around the edge of my forehead just because I just feel weird not doing it. Because I feel like she has a forehead contour on. It looks like it now that I'm looking at it closer. I really need a new contour palette. I'm like really like working with the crumbs here, girl. There. Very sun-kissed. Okay. Are we doing blush on the chin again? I think so. Because it looks like... See, here's the things with these looks. Is like the more you look at them, the more you see the detail. It's very cool. I would never think to create something like this on my own, though. Like, I want to get to the point that I can, like, do different styles of makeup. Because, like, I have my style of makeup that, like, I kind of stick to. But, like, stuff like this, or, like, the cranberry look that I did recently, I really want to do that again, by the way. The like, maybe on a long form. Because that look was, like, wow. Maybe I should call it Valentine's Day makeup. I don't know, girl. We got a while to think about that. Last year, I started Valentine's Day too early. And then I got, like, Valentine's Day fatigue by Valentine's Day. And literally on Valentine's Day, I was doing St. Patty's Day. So we're gonna, like, chill on Valentine's Day this year. Because unless you girls really want to see stuff, then I'll start pushing it out. Slay of the day, girly. What's my name? What do you think my name is? I think it's so funny when people come on here and ask me that. Because it's like... Like, look at my channel. Like, I don't mean to sound like being mean, but like, can y'all not see the name of my channel, like, when you click into my live? My name's Ashley. Or people that follow me on Snapchat and on TikTok know me as Ash. Look at the trees on my background, my TV. I love trees. Oh, okay, girl. I think I might actually keep the camera. Oh, I have to get a hot tea or something because I'm like dragging. It's like hitting me all of a sudden how tired I am. Oh yeah, I have to like de-livify my room. I was thinking of like leaving the camera rolling while I de-livify my room because I have to do it anyways. Like I might as well have it on live. So basically, the way my room is set up is like normally I have my nightstand where this thing is, then I have this thing over there, but I switch them for when I go live because it's easier. So I have to switch it back now. Also, we have to do my pop star singing in the bedroom thing. So let's get everything ready. Oh, something's under. Okay, there we go. Maybe I just needed to get up and get moving. I feel a little bit better now that I got up. So this is what I kind of did yesterday. I think y'all might have to go on the tripod because you need to be a little bit more mobile. So let's move you over to the tripod. Oh. Okay. So, I can't wait to see the reactions I'm gonna get. Y'all are either gonna like love this or hate this. I feel like I'm not gonna get any in between. I've never done this before. Let me make sure I didn't mute myself. Okay. I'm not muted yet. Okay. So this is what I did yesterday. So this fan right here is how I did this. And I was over here. Move this closer. I can't believe I'm about to do this on camera. This is kind of cringe. No, it's fun. It's fun though. Like if you want to feel like a fabulous diva, do this in your room. So I put the thing down on the floor. Do you see it? I think you can see it. The fan. And then I'm gonna make it because this fan will blow like really hard. Like let me show you. Ready? So if you kind of lean over it. You see where we're going? Like, are we going there? Like, why, yes. Yes, we are. Okay. But yesterday I still had, like, my TV on. I had my TV on and I still had my, like, lights on that light up my room. But today, I was thinking of just having it dark and only having, like, the light coming from my phone because I feel like it'll make the lighting just look cooler. So, we're going to try it this way. And I'm going to put on the flash, too. Because I feel like... Wait, where's my flash? It's all the way at the bottom. What the heck, girl? There we go. Let me not forget to mute because I don't want to get copyrighted. Okay. Wait. Okay. So I'm going to mute and then I'm going to play my Tate McRae music. Okay, so let's mute while I find the song so I can actually hear it. What did you think? Hold on. Let me turn it off. How do I turn it off? There. Whew. That's just a warm-up, girl. That's just a warm-up. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird with y'all watching me, though. Because I normally make my videos like when I'm by myself and I can just get into character, if you will. Let's see what you girls said. Did anyone say anything? No one said anything. I need to do it more. I guess I need to do it more, like longer. Oh, my iPad isn't even... Oh, it's because I freaking turned off my lights. That's why. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to do more. Okay. I just feel like I can't focus. Ah, stop. I feel like I can't focus, and I feel like I have a headache. So I feel like I need to get off alive. But hopefully that gave you a little taste of, like, bedroom pop star. It's just fun. It's just fun. And it's like a confidence boost. And I started doing it yesterday, and I really liked it. And some people might think it's cringy and weird, but, like, you know what? Like, if you don't get it, you're not that girl. The girls who get it, and the girls who don't. And I hope that looked good. Because sometimes I feel like I can't, like, fully go there and, like, make it look good until I, like, am by myself. You know what I mean? And I set up my phone to be able to, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, none of you said anything. And anyways, my head really hurts, so I gotta get off of here. Oh, I love you girls so much. Thank you for hanging out with me today. Thank you again for a wonderful live today. I hope you girls liked the makeup. This Tate mcrae makeup round 2. And if I don't see you all later on tonight, I will see you girls tomorrow. I love you so much. Bye.